Good day everyone, I'm Rosan Aribarra, and in this video, I'm going to explain the different varietals of coffee and the methods of processing coffees. First is Robusta. Robusta is the second biggest player in the coffee market now, though at times in the past, it has been the dominant species. It grows on larger trees that are better suited for heat and irregular rainfall and can tolerate a wider range of altitude. Robusta is coffee made from the bean of Coffea canfora plant, the origin of which are Africa. Robusta coffee is notoriously bitter and is used primarily in instant coffee, espresso, and as a filler in certain blend of ground coffee. Did you know that Robusta beans have 25% to 80% more chlorogenic acid than your average Arabica beans? CGA or chlorogenic acid is wonderful for reducing inflammations, both inside and out, as most antioxidants are. Next is Excelsa. Excelsa was recently reclassified as a variety of Liberica. However, even though the plant may be taxonomically similar, the actual coffee is so dramatically different that we still think of them as entirely separated species. Did you know that this variant is one of the rarest type of coffee in the world? The Excelsa coffee is considered a rarity because it is grown almost exclusively in the West African country of Chad. It was only discovered in 1904. Next is Arabica. The big name in American coffee, Arabica accounts for about 60% of the world's commercial coffee production. Arabica prefers to grow in light shade at high altitude with even rainfall. Arabica trees are relatively small and, like apple trees, can be easily kept pruned to no more than 6 tall for easy harvesting. Arabica contains almost 60% more lipids and almost twice the amount of sugar. This play an important part in not only the flavor but the aroma and the body of the coffee. Arabica beans taste better because the increase in sugar gives the coffee a better taste, a cleaner mouthfeel, and a decrease in bitterness. Did you know that one of the major benefits of Arabica coffee is that it contains antioxidants like vitamin E, which helps to reduce the risk of infection and diseases. In addition, it contains some B vitamins, magnesium, and potassium. Last is the Liberica. Liberica is an entirely separated species of coffee with a very distinctive taste profile. It grows on vigorous 20 to 30 foot trees in jungle environments, which is fortunate because if it weren't strong enough to grow wild, it would have gone extinct. Liberica coffee accounts for around 2% of the coffee consumed worldwide, and most of this consumption occurs in the country where Liberica coffee is highly popular, the Philippines. Liberica originated in Western and Central Africa. It was introduced to Southeast Asia in the 19th century, where it has grown to have a dedicated following in the countries such as the Philippines, Malaysia, and Indonesia. However, due to one pandemic of the coffee rust disease in other countries, the Philippines has today become one of the largest exporters of this rare coffee species. First is the wet method process. Coffee cherries are hand-picked and then soaked in water for 6 to 12 hours. They are washed to be cleaned and water is gently sprayed over them to remove the pulp and any debris. Next is the dry method process. The oldest, most natural, and the cheapest method. This is where the fruit either dries on the tree or the tree is shaken or stripped and its ripe and unripe fruit spread out dried in the sun. The beans are raked several times.